Ketchup Entertainment, which handled the release of The Day the Earth Blew Up, announced that they have acquired the rights to Coyote Vs. Acme, a film famously shelved by Warner Brothers. So they actually did it? Yes. Good news to us? Absolutely. This is stellar. You know, when you hear about this kind of stuff, there's still a little bit of worry. I was pretty confident that the deal was going to go through. Is the Roadrunner still there? Yes. Think it makes sense for the Roadrunner to at least make a cameo. The Roadrunner is in this movie. What do you mean? They have to say more Warner Brothers projects? I hope so. I hope so, man. But yes, the deal was, I believe, for $50 million dollary-doos. Officially been saved by Ketchup Entertainment, who bought the film for $50 million. I believe, what did it cost, $30 million to make? No, they got $30 million in tax incentives. How much did it cost to produce? $70 million. $70 million. So, you know, Ketchup got it for a bit of a steal, it sounds. Very cool. They plan to give it a theatrical release in 2026, so add that to the list as well. Add that to the ledger. Coyote vs. Acme has officially been saved by Ketchup Entertainment after Warner Brothers axed it in 2023. Gareth West, CEO of Ketchup Entertainment, says, "We're thrilled to have made a deal with Warner Brothers Pictures to bring this film to audiences worldwide. We believe it will resonate with both longtime fans and newcomers alike." Now, one thing I want to stress, because there's a lot of talk going around right now about The Day the Earth Blew Up underperforming. It's kind of surviving right now in word of mouth because people are seeing it, they're enjoying it, and they're telling more people about it. That's good. You should definitely go and see that movie. It's very, very funny. I enjoyed it a lot. I believe it's sitting at about 10 mil in returns at the moment, which is not enough to make back its budget, but who knows, it might be considered breaking even once it's done its theatrical run and is on streaming, hopefully. The biggest thing that I want to emphasize here is I'm seeing a lot of talk about people saying, oh, it better be good, it better be good. Y'all better see this after all the work we went through. I want to make this clear that even if this movie isn't good, even if no one sees it, this is a very, very good move. This is a very important move. Preservation of projects like this is very good. If it wasn't for Ketchup stepping in, this would probably remain lost media forever. That's not to say that someone probably doesn't have a copy in order to leak it, but it's very unlikely, especially with, you know, it's not like Warner Discovery is a small company. They have the resources to go after people who leak projects like this. But I want to make it clear, I will be seeing this movie. I absolutely support this mission. I'm glad it ended up working out this way. But even if I don't enjoy it, even if it bombs, even if it doesn't do well, if it's not received well, this is a good thing. This is a good thing that has happened today. This is a good thing for the industry. This is a good thing for animation. This is a good thing for movie enjoyers, even if most people don't even know anything about this movie. If I walked up to my coworker and I said, hey, Ketchup Entertainment has saved Coyote vs. Acme, they would look at me like I'm a psychopath. They would say, what the fuck is Ketchup Entertainment and what the fuck is Coyote vs. Acme? Most people don't know anything about this. I'm sure some of you in chat, this is probably like the first you're hearing about it. But this is an important move, and I'm very glad that this has happened. After showing the video to some people, one of the pieces of feedback that I got was that I state a lot that this is a good thing that has happened, but I don't go into why. And I think that was a failing of the original live stream. So I thought I would film this pickup just to briefly explain a little bit of context as to why this movie is as important as it is and why it being saved is as important as it is. So the situation here is we have a movie that was announced, it was filmed, it was animated, it was edited, it was fully completed. This is a fully finished, watchable film that was pretty well received by test audiences. They determined that it was not going to be profitable enough in a theatrical release, so it was shelved indefinitely for a $30 million tax write-off. Now, why do I find it so important that this film has been saved? Why do I think it's so meaningful that Ketchup Entertainment has stepped in to save this film? The thing that is so significant about this situation is that this is a fully completed film. So not only is it depriving general audiences of this experience, I like to approach things from an artist's perspective. So we have a situation here where countless artists and actors and creatives and, you know, even production executives have a giant hole in their resume. They poured years and years into this film. I believe production started around 2018. Countless hours of work and blood, sweat, and tears that they can no longer claim ownership over. They can no longer put on their portfolio. They can no longer use for future job prospects. I believe that this film being saved is a win for not just the artists and animators that worked on this film, but for art and animation in general. I see this as a win for the industry because it further legitimizes these mediums. It further legitimizes these forms of art, as opposed to using them as mechanisms for profit or, in this case, tax incentives. So hopefully that makes my thoughts a little bit more clear, and we can get back to the video. So all I can do from here is encourage you to see The Day the Earth Blew Up in theaters and encourage you to see this movie, Coyote vs. Acme, when it comes out. It's a good thing for me, for you, for your dad, for me. Yes, exactly. And we will all see the movie together, and it will be great. And even if it's not great, this is great. Who is Acme? You're really showing your age there, Juicebox. Acme is the company that produces the wacky tools and gadgets that the Coyote uses. Wile E. Coyote. Have you never seen, I don't know, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Hell no? What do you mean hell no? It's an amazing movie. Go watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit as soon as you can. This is homework for everyone. We have a statement here from Ketchup Entertainment. I'm pretty sure the whole point of this movie is that while attempting to catch the Roadrunner, Wile E. Coyote fucks something up and then sues Acme or something. Like, it's legal. It's a legal drama. March 31st, 2025, Ketchup Entertainment today announced its acquisition from Warner Brothers Pictures of worldwide rights to Coyote vs. Acme. Directed by Dave Green, Coyote vs. Acme features a stellar cast, including Will Forte, John Cena, Lana Condor, and Tone Bell. The film centers on Wile E. Coyote as he takes legal action against the Acme Corporation for the countless faulty products that have hindered his relentless pursuit of the Roadrunner. There you go. Coyote vs. Acme is produced by Chris DeFaria and James Gunn, with a screenplay written by Sammy Birch. Yes, Michael, this is James Gunn is attached to this project. Yes. Now I have to see it. Well, whatever it takes, right? But again, like, regardless of how well it does, it's great that they did this. I'm so glad. Here's Eric Bauza, voice of most of the characters in most of the Looney Tunes content.
I hate to be political, but release Coyote vs. Acme! Now that that's over, and by that I mean my career...
Eric is a funny guy. He did it, dude. He did it. Eric did it. That guy that was like protesting out in front of Warner Brothers did it. Yeah, we did it. Collectively. This is all on us.